look forward to seeing Zach Stacy back here in the Absolute Action MMA cage, as he's about to make his way to the cage now.
Yeah, the Kraken fight team comes from that excellent catch-as-catch-can wrestling background, passed down from legends like Billy Robinson. You see guys like Josh Barnett and Shayna Baszler employing. It's a unique style that isn't used a lot today, and Zach Stacy puts his own spin on it because he's got some pretty good stand-up as well. We have Jay Groom from the Kraken fight team waving the Kraken banner behind us. Make a career of this, so he wanted to get serious and move to 125, and he has a tall task ahead of him in Shamar Perez.
Yeah, indeed. The amateur main event of the evening here at Absolute Action MMA 45. Hi, Perez.
And again, Absolute Action MMA 45 brought to you by Aesthetic Weight and Wellness. Call 859-360-3245 for your weight and wellness goals. Also, check out Ring of Honor Wrestling on Star 64 on, I believe it's 10:30 p.m. on Saturday nights. Great programming from those guys. Great to have BJ Whitmer and Kelly Klein here.
Also, if you like what you see here, you can text Easy AAMMA to 313131 for the latest information from Absolute Action
This is our
MMA.
final amateur fight of the evening, scheduled for three-minute rounds. Introducing first in the red corner. He stands 5'9", weighing 125 pounds. Fighting out of Maysville, Kentucky, he represents Kraken Fight Team with a record of 2 wins and no losses. Zach Stacy.
Lots of support here at the BB&T Arena for Zach Stacy.
5'9", weighing 125 pounds. Fighting out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky, he represents SSF with a record of 2 wins, 2 losses. This is Hawaii, the Blonde Brawler, Perez.
Perez out of SSF, another incredible school.
Both these guys out of top-notch gyms.
Absolutely.
About to go at it as round number 1 is underway. They touch gloves, and here we go. Spinning back kick from Stacy.
Good footwork from both of these guys early on.
Neither one of these young gentlemen afraid to throw kicks.
And Stacy gets his caught. Perez goes after him with a knee. Looking to take Stacy down. Stacy working for underhooks. And now Perez trying to pick the ankle of Stacy. Stacy's on his back. Right here in front of us. Perez looking to separate. Grabs a headlock. Working for a guillotine. Stacy's got to get his arm in. Perez's corner calling for a knee to the head. And also warned him to not burn his arms out.
Stacy doing a good job of keeping his cool under pressure here.
Yeah, Perez putting the pressure on Stacy to start this fight.
Again with the takedown, but Stacy didn't make it easy, and he scrambles to get right back up to his feet again.
Now you got to watch right here, because a lot of times you'll see catch wrestlers like Zach Stacy roll for knee bars, which he's out of the position now. Not something uncommon from a guy like Zach Stacy, which we've seen him do before.
Perez out of the world-famous SSF Submission Academy in Clarksville, Tennessee. A bunch of killers down there, Sean.
Oh, God. We've seen Corey Alexander come up and wreck the entire state, essentially. So really great people at that school. And Zach Stacy manages to take down Perez and move into half guard.
Half guard. He's trying to improve his position, but he needs to be
I think that
a little focused on keeping Perez where he wants him.
And there, Stacy lands some big shots. He's got to stay either all the way up or all the way down on Perez, because you can't play that half and half game in somebody's guard, especially from a school like SSF.
Plus, at this level of the game, with a guy coming up from Clarksville, Tennessee, you never know what kind of tricks he has in his arsenal.
Yeah, exactly. Shamar working his legs up the body of Zach Stacy.
Absolute Action MMA working on 6 years here in the Ohio Valley region. I've said many times this is where the elite compete. And when you see gyms
big punch
showcase their
Stacy.
fighters like this, Stacy.
10 seconds left in the round, and Stacy may have snatched this from the grips of Shamar Perez.
Hey, that concludes round number 1. We have 2 more rounds scheduled in this fight.
Both these guys trying to claim their stake in their respective weight division. Both guys.
Stacy has been vocal about his desire for a title shot, whether it be at 135 or 125, and he looked very good, especially in the later part of that first round. I've got to imagine he's going to ask for it if he pulls out the victory, but again, he's got such a tall task ahead of him in Perez. He had his issues with Perez in that first round.
Well, you know, in order for people to take notice of you for those title shots, in order for matchmaker Billy Donovan, you need performances and you need to be facing killers that are going to test you. And that is what Zach Stacy is doing here tonight at his level in this weight division.
Or if you want to get Billy Donovan's attention, you could have a sick crossover dribble.
And here we go. The corners exit the cage as we prepare for round 2.
All right, fight fans, let's get these fighters fired up and make some noise for them. Let's go!
Fighters touch gloves. Keeping a little distance between each other this time. Outside leg kick by Perez.
Ooh, big punch from Zach Stacy. And he already takes Shamar Perez down. Zach Stacy looked fresh as a daisy coming out for that second round. The referee admonishes Perez for grabbing the cage with his foot. You can walk up the cage. You cannot lock your toes around it with your fingers or your toes.
Yeah, very.
Stacy's got to watch out here.
He's working for something. Zach Stacy not trying to get his leg out of that half guard.
Big punches from Stacy, just wearing away at Perez. But Perez just, Perez persistent, will not give up.
Oh, and he gets.
Stacy
looks like he's out of, or he's back in the guard position.
Stacy covering up the mouth of Perez to restrict the breathing. Another tactic you don't see a lot of amateurs using, but it shows you how quickly the game is evolving. Stacy not giving Perez any room to breathe. Strikes, can openers, anything he can do. And big strikes. Stacy doing the smart thing as well, keeping one of his knees on the ground while he throws those punches. and he actually thanked me for that. That prevents Perez from landing up kicks, which would be illegal from that position if Stacy has a knee on the ground. Never had that happen before, Turtle. Have a fighter thank us while in the cage.
Back into the guard position is Stacy.
Yeah,
Perez
regains
controlling
the guard.
the posture of Zach Stacy.
Stacy's corner calling for a collar tie.
Perez throwing punches from the bottom.
They are right here in front of us.
You can tell Perez is dangerous. He's constantly looking for an opening.
I'm pretty sure you guys can hear Stacy's coach, Jay Grooms, through our mics. Oh, and very close right there. And Stacy has a hold of the ankle. Big punch! but he's got to watch out for the armbar here. Shamar Perez looks like he has it locked on, but there's only 10 seconds left. Looks like Perez is going to... This is literally what we call a teabag position in catch-as-catch-can wrestling, but Perez survived the round.
Into uncharted territory.
Yeah, and
We're heading to round number 3. It's coming up next.
The Kraken fight team was very pleased with that position.
I got Stacy up 2 rounds to 1.
2 rounds to none, you mean? Because
Yeah,
there have
2
only
rounds
been
to none. The pressure going into this 3rd round would appear to be on Perez, but say what you will. Zach Stacy controlling the action here. But Perez being very calm.
Still threatening off of his back, too.
Yes, always looking for an opening to throw those legs up. Stacy just having none of it.
Yeah, he's not making it easy for Zach Stacy. Zach Stacy's controlling the top game, but Shamar Perez does threaten with regularity, and it shows you can't take anybody lightly at Absolute Action MMA.
Both these guys' cardio appears to be excellent as well as we go into this 3rd round. Both of these fighters doing a good job of getting their breathing under control, getting ready for this 3rd and final round. Interesting round here as Zach Stacy can keep doing what he's been doing throughout this fight and win this fight. Perez is going to be looking for a way to finish Zach Stacy in this round.
Final round. Let's make some noise.
And here we go, round number 3.
And as you said, Turtle, Perez probably going to come out aggressive here because he is likely down 2 rounds to none. But it's Stacy that throws the big head kick. Again, another big punch from Stacy.
And again, Stacy initiates the takedown.
And Perez trying to apply a guillotine. Zach Stacy's going to try to move into side control and pops his head out right there. And they are right here in front of us again. Stacy going to work on the body of Perez. This is that catch-as-catch-can wrestling coming into play from Zach Stacy. Perez admonished again for locking his toes into the cage. But Perez regains guard and goes for an armbar.
Nice. See, this is what I was talking about, Sean.
Yeah, Perez keeps threatening off of his back. Stacy gets out, works to control. Perez grabbing the ankle of Stacy to limit his range, but man, Perez eats a big punch there. And now Perez much better off in the guard, or with Stacy in his guard.
At this point, Perez has got to be thinking that every time Stacy kind of stands up and holds onto his leg, that there's a big punch coming.
Yeah, and man, Perez's armbar setups are really, really good.
Yeah, he's always looking for something, and he needs a finish in this round, in my opinion.
As I said earlier, you'll notice he's often up on his hips, which shows he's still actively fighting for position, fighting for submissions, and.
Well, Zach Stacy here in the top position, but not doing a whole lot from that position at this point. You see the referee telling the fighters to get working. In my opinion, though, Perez is working from the bottom.
Yes, he is.
I don't think Zach Stacy is tired. I just think that in his mind, he doesn't think he has to do a whole lot here.
He should have the first 2 rounds, but you never know. You never know how an MMA judge is going to do things.
It's Perez's. It's in Perez's interest to get out of this position. Oh, and the ref stands.
Ref stands it up with 10 seconds left.
Stacy with the clinch takes him down into side control, and this is going to be the story of this fight. It looks like, Sean.
As time is up, this fight has gone a distance.
As I mentioned, the catch-as-catch.
All right, fight fans, I have a decision. All three judges scored about 30-27 for the winner of this fight by a unanimous decision from the red corner, Zach Stacy.
Zach Stacy moving to 3-0. Big win for him and the Kraken Fight team. Let's hear from Turtle.
Really the winner, Zach Stacy. Zach, the only fight so far to go the distance. You had a very tough opponent in there tonight, and you seem to control most of the pace of the fight. What was the game plan going into this?
The game plan was just fill it out, fight going. Really didn't have much of a game plan. Just come in here and fill it out. And where the fight goes is where I was going to fight. So he engaged the clinch game and went to the ground with me. So that's where the fight went, and that's how I played it out.
You fight out of the Kraken Fight team. I understand that you had some goals set for you moving forward in this weight division. What's next for you?
April 23rd, I'm going to walk out here with a championship belt around the waist. No more trophies, I want championship belts. So, yeah, that's my plan.
Well, from your lips to Billy Donovan's ears, I hope to say congratulations. Impressive performance. Zach Stacy, everybody!
Big statement from Zach Stacy. Says no more trophies. He wants championships and says he wants to fight this April at Absolute Action MMA's 6th anniversary.